Hello, welcome to Don't Forget to Read the Instructions. I'm your host, Leroy Harris, programming librarian here at the New Ulm Public Library. Don't Forget to Read the Instructions is the show in which I teach my fellow librarians and some guests how to play some tabletop games. But what are tabletop games? Well, pretty much any game you could play on the table, or the floor, or anywhere you want, really. But they usually involve a board, cards, dice, pen and paper, a whole bunch of different things. And you'll get to see those as we go through the series. Special thanks to NewCat for making this series possible. And if you like any of the games that you see on the show, you can always check them out from the library as well. We hope you enjoy this episode of Don't Forget to Read the Instructions. Welcome back to Don't Forget to Read the Instructions. Today we're going to be playing a game called Coup. It first came out in 2012, and it's designed by Indie Boards and Cards, and the specific designer was Ricky Tata from Le Mans Games. And the premise of the game is that you are a government official in some dystopian future trying to take over the court. There are 5 different people in court that you can influence. They each have special abilities that help them counter each other, and your goal is to eliminate the other players in the game by removing their influence in court. There are a number of ways to do that. Let's see how it goes. Hello, welcome back to Don't Forget to Read the Instructions. Today we're going to be playing a game called Coup. And after last time's attempt at working together, now it's going to be cutthroat elimination.
Much more our style.
Right? So the premise of the game is this. In the not too distant future, the government is run for profit by a new royal class of multinational CEOs.
Sounds very realistic.
Their greed and absolute control of the economy has reduced all but a privileged few to lives of poverty and desperation. Ain't that the truth? Out of the oppressed masses rose an underground band of partisan fighters focused on overthrowing these powerful rulers. The valiant efforts of these rebels have created discord, intrigue, and weakness in the political courts of the Nouveau Royal, bringing the government to brink of collapse. We're not those freedom fighters.
Oh, we're not?
No.
Oh.
But for you,
Understandable.
a powerful government official, this is your opportunity to manipulate, bribe, and bluff your way to absolute power.
All right.
To be successful, you must destroy the influence of your rivals and drive them into exile. In these turbulent times, there is only room for one to survive. Okay. So, you can play with up to 6 players, but since there's only 3 of us, I figured we would do both sides of the card up so you can just see them both at the same time, so you don't have to flip. On one, it shows you the different actions that you can take during the turn. Mm-hmm. On the other, it shows the different characters along with the actions and what they can do and what they can also block. So there are 5 different roles that you can take. The Duke, the Contessa, the Captain, the Ambassador, and the Assassin. And they each have an ability that they can do. And some of them also have abilities that counter other abilities. Now you will have 2 of these cards in front of you face down. You know what they are, but do not show them to anybody else. Okay? The rest of the cards will go in the center in the court deck. If you have the ambassador, the ambassador allows you to swap cards so you can get different roles. But on your turn, you perform one action. You declare what you're going to do, and if you declare one of the actions of one of the members of court, the other players can contest whether you really have that card or not. So you can try to take an action by bluff that say, oh, I have the captain, so I'm taking 2 of your coins. And so if you say, no, you don't, and I have to reveal my card, and if I don't have the captain, then I lose influence. But if I do have the captain, you lose influence.
Okay.
And so what is this influence? So we each start with 2 coins, and we need coins to perform certain kinds of actions. At the top here, you can see a coup. You have to pay 7 coins to do a coup, which forces someone to lose influence. Okay. Face down cards in front of you represent who you influence at court, so you start with 2 influence. If you lose influence, that means you're down to 1 card, so you have less rolls. Once you lose both cards,
so if someone calls you out and you have that card, do you have to give it up? Or?
Nope.
No,
They
you-
lose their influence, but your card stays
Oh,
face
so
up.
they lose. Do they lose one of those cards?
They
You're
lose
talking
one of
about
theirs.
influence.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, if you call somebody out and they don't have it, do you then gain influence? You said. So do you then draw?
So let's clarify.
Okay.
Every time a player loses an influence, they have to turn over and reveal one of their face down cards. Revealing cards remain face up in front of the player, visible to everyone, and no longer provide influence for the player. Each player always chooses which of their own cards they wish to reveal when they lose an influence. Okay, so you choose which one you have to show. And when you've lost all your influence, you're exiled out of the game. If an action's not challenged or countered, then it goes through and it moves on to the next player's turn. And if any other player can issue a challenge to a player regardless of whether they're involved in the action. So even if I'm doing something to you, Catherine can challenge me on that. Okay? If the player is challenged, they must prove they had the required influence by showing the relevant character in one of their face-down cards. If they can't or do not wish to prove it, they lose the challenge. Whoever loses the challenge immediately loses an influence. If a player wins a challenge by showing the relevant character of a card, they return that card to the deck, reshuffle it, and they get a random replacement.
Under what circumstance would you refuse to reveal a card?
Maybe you're saving it because if you reveal it, then it gets shuffled back into the deck and you draw again.
If you wanted
But
to
if
keep
you
it, so then you'd have
refuse,
to reveal the other
You
one.
have to reveal the other one?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that would be
Okay.
so that would be a very
All right, it's just
situational
an
thing.
interesting choice of words.
I can't imagine a situation where that would be the preferred solution, but
Right.
it could.
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd be very situational, I think. Okay, all right, so we're gonna take all these and we're gonna shuffle them up here. Okay. There aren't that many cards, right?
Yeah,
So-
it's tough to shuffle like 12 cards.
Yeah, 15. Close.
It's close.
It's close. Okay. All right. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's our court deck. So you can look at your two cards, see who you've got.
Okay.
Okay. Set them down in front of you. Does it give us any guidance on who goes first? It's played in turns in clockwise order, but no, unfortunately, no. The player who won the last game starts. We didn't win the last game.
Yeah, it was
So
a-
we all lost.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go first then.
Yes, that's for the
That's a
best.
good idea.
Right. Okay. So as the captain, I'm gonna take your 2 coins.
I'm gonna
You don't have to reveal it if you're gonna do it.
block you with my captain.
You're gonna block theft with your captain.
Is that what I can do that with
Yeah,
the captain,
yeah,
right?
yeah. The captain
on
can
captain.
block stealing. Yep.
Yes.
So the captain stops the captain. I guess I'll let it go this time. All right, Captain. Now you can always just take income.
Could I have said I don't think you have a captain,
Yes,
and then I wouldn't have had to say I had a captain?
correct.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to see it once.
So yeah, there are 3 actions that you can take, which do not require using a character. You can just take 1 coin, can't be blocked. You just gain a coin. You can try to take 2 coins, but that can be blocked by the Duke. Or if you have 7 or more coins, you can do a coup, which forces someone to lose influence. If you have at any time 10 or more coins, you have to do a coup. So
Okay.
it's required. You can't just
Oh, you can't just.
Can't just
amass
hoard
can't just
wealth.
hoard
all
forever.
the
No.
money.
Mm-mm.
Well, I'm just gonna do this because I don't know
Take
what
income.
I'm doing.
Okay.
so.
All right, Mike.
Okay. I'm gonna do 4 and 8, I guess, and take 2.
I'll block that with my Duke.
I don't think you have a Duke.
Oh.
So I have to get rid of 1 then?
Yep. Yep. No, it goes face up in front of you, so you've
Oh.
lost that influence. Okay, so this goes back into the deck. Stop that.
Oh, and you no longer have the Duke.
Yeah, so
Well,
I
he
have
might,
to.
because he might have just drawn another
You
one.
might
That's
have.
true. Okay, all right.
Strategy.
So there's 3 of each character?
Yes, there's
Okay.
3 of each character, and so we know for sure there's
One
one less assassin. Yep. Okay. So my turn then. I'm just gonna take some income. Go ahead, Catherine. Probably the most boring way to play this game was if everybody just took income until it's
Yeah.
just
Really
like
what I
influence
wanna
people.
do.
So only the person who went first would win.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily if the other 2 people. Yeah.
Ganged up on him.
Yeah.
Bottom.
So
I'm just gonna take 3 coins.
3.
Yeah, tax.
Oh,
Can I do that?
taxes. Yeah. So you have a duke.
Oh, I have to, oh.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay, so
you'd have
now
to say.
y'all know.
Yep. So you'd have to
Okay,
say.
wait a second, then that's, okay, that's,
Yeah.
I see, I see.
So yeah, you'd have to say you're the duke. So,
So I'm just gonna take 2 coins.
for foreign aid.
Sure.
All right, Mike. Here.
Okay. I'm gonna take 1 coin since I already lost an influence here.
Income. Okay. All right.
Get exiled immediately.
Right. I'm gonna use my captain to take 2 of Catherine's coins.
So now, if I say I don't think you have a captain,
Then I would have to either say I don't want to show that, or I would show it. And if I do show it, then you're out.
see, I can't challenge that.
Show me your captain.
Okay.
I don't know which one I want to get rid of.
Ooh, there's only 1 assassin left. Okay, your turn.
I'm taking a coin.
Okay, Mike.
Okay, I'm gonna steal 2 from you with my captain.
To your captain? Sure. Okay. I'm going to use my Duke to take 3 coins with tax. It's like,
What
do
are
you
you
want to
gonna do?
risk it? I think the fact that you only have 2
Yeah,
cards
it's
makes
tough.
it like
Really hard.
really
Yeah.
tight, right?
I don't want to challenge anybody because I already lost.
Yeah, if you had more resources, it'd be like, war of attrition, why not? But no,
Yeah.
you only have 2, and you can't get it back. So, yeah. So just gonna go?
Yes.
I'm gonna steal from you again. You're my captain.
I can't block it, darn it.
That,
Right, that's trouble.
Give me that money.
My turn. I'm gonna use my ambassador to swap cards here. Okay.
Can I say I don't think that you had an ambassador? Because it's too late, right?
Yeah, a little too late. You
Dang
gotta
it.
say it faster next time.
Ah.
wait a minute.
Maybe next time I'll go slower.
Because you didn't have an ambassador.
No, I did.
But isn't it 2 cards?
Did
No,
I
no,
swap them both?
because it blocks stealing. That's why I didn't think he had an
Ex-
ambassador. but-
yeah, ambassador exchanges
stealing from him
cards
like
with
a thief.
court deck. Although I forgot the ambassadors can steal. I can block stag.
Okay, all right.
So with ambassador, do you do? Oh, I have to do 2.
That's
oh,
what it
okay.
says.
So I take 2 random cards, and then I pick which one I want to keep. Okay, so let's try that again. Okay.
Don't forget to read the instructions, right?
Exactly. Right.
That's why we're here. We're gonna do it for you.
Okay.
And you'll know how to play when you get there. Don't play like us.
Usually we're better the second time around.
I know, this is gonna be, I'm
we
just,
don't always get a second time around, though.
Woo. Okay. Why do I feel like my turn? Okay. Go ahead, Catherine.
I feel like you accomplished nothing there.
Right. It's like that didn't help me at all. Good.
Yeah.
So if I do a coup and you lose influence, do I gain influence?
No.
How do I
I
get more
know.
influence?
Why would you do it then?
I mean, I know why. 'Cause I could
well,
take-
you want
I
to
could
eliminate
take you
them.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eliminate
sure.
them, yeah.
But taking you out wouldn't help me. Getting him on the same level as us would.
That's true. That's true. I'm just gonna take one because I just don't know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna steal from her.
Of course.
2 with my captain.
2.
Well-
I'll block it with my ambassador.
Thank you.
And I don't have to reveal it, right?
No.
We're just,
Nope.
we're just washed on everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I can use my Duke to take taxes again.
This is hard.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd love to say something, but I'm just not sure.
You know what?
It's like counting
Just
cards.
because
Oh, no.
I need to, I don't think you have a Duke.
Too bad.
No, you lost before
Well,
I
he
did.
got 7. We would have taken one of us out anyway.
I know.
You had to say something.
It's your turn, Catherine.
Well, just to level the playing field, I guess. But he's coming for
He's
me.
gonna.
I've
yeah,
got
he's-
7
and
too.
you're wiped
Woohoo!
out.
I know.
All right. So that was pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well, and I still don't understand what we just did. I maybe lack of coffee this morning, but I'm really a little.
I feel like it's either got to be more players or you got to have more influence to start with. Because otherwise,
yeah.
it's, you get one wrong and you're basically sitting on your hands the rest of the game.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And with that, and with the number of cards you have too, it's like the room for error is like, there's none. So it feels like it's going to go faster. You need more players maybe.
If you got 6 people playing and they each have 2 cards, that means that there's only 3 cards in the court deck.
Yeah.
Which means as people do their things, you can get a much better idea of, okay, what is there possibly?
Well, right, and that was why when you did your little exchange, I was like, wait, did he have a Duke before he started this? Do I remember that or not?
Yeah, I mean, he's been using the Duke for a while. And I never wanted
Right.
to challenge it because, like,
Yeah,
obviously
put
I
the
only
Duke
have one
back.
other card.
And I got another Duke.
You have 2 Dukes?
No, I have an ambassador. I switched my ambassador and got
okay.
another ambassador.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, what is going on?
I saw the face he made, and I was like, oh, okay, he got the same card back, so.
Right. It was like, that was not
And I don't know, she's
helpful.
like slightly useless.
Contessa. Like, all she
Only
can do
blocks
is block assassination.
Right.
So, like, if I had paid 3 to take one of his out, if I had thrown this up earlier,
But I think this,
Then-
yeah, she's more advantageous when you have more players, I think. I just don't
Yep.
think she's worth it right now for
Yeah.
the 3 of us.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
the-
like maybe if there had been a way to gain influence more easily, too, that might have helped.
Yeah, there's no way to gain influence. And so I think it's designed to very much funnel quickly to an end. So you have to play quick. I think the other thing there is playing with people who like to take more risks, right? Like,
I'm a big risk. I have
Right,
to challenge
yeah.
right away.
Right,
But even still, I
yeah.
got stuck on my,
Yeah.
on my hands the rest of the game unless I
right.
wanted to lose,
Yeah.
which I never want to lose.
Probably I think one of the most dangerous, and it mentions it in the rulebook here, one of the most dangerous moves is if someone goes to assassinate and it gets challenged. So if you as the person getting assassinated challenge the assassination, and they do have the assassin, you
You're
lose an
out.
influence from the challenge and the assassination happens, so you're out. So yeah,
Oh, wow.
you can lose boof like that. So,
Yeah, I think more players would be a lot more
Yeah.
fun.
more players. Yep.
Yeah.
I like
No,
the
I think
design.
you guys aren't.
Yeah, the design's interesting.
I like the little
futuristic
like
like
shits are like it's clearly not
Yep.
it's just like a little debit card thing.
Yep. mhm.
Right,
Yeah.
and this would not be bad to have to flip over with more players.
No.
Yeah, that's not too difficult. Yeah.
Artwork is good.
Yeah.
I like that.
The
People,
the,
the premise
the
of the game is
dystopian
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
future kind of a thing,
Like almost a Gerard Butler looking guy here.
I know.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
I don't know
or
some generic.
Scarlett Johansson. Maybe. Margot Robbie?
I was gonna say, but not
Not
quite. Maybe
quite,
like
yeah.
crossed Margot Robbie with I don't the girl from The
Oh,
Witch whose
where's
name
the Duke?
escapes me
There's the
right
Duke,
now.
yeah.
I just watched The Menu last night. And she was great in that.
The Witch?
I don't remember her name. I know she's been in movies. She was in The Queen's Gambit. Did you guys watch The Queen's Gambit?
Oh,
Familiar
yeah,
with
I
the show,
know,
the chess
I know
show,
who you're
right?
talking about, yes.
And I cannot remember her name
I
right
can't
now.
either.
Shameless
Which is-
plug. We have a chess club. But
There you go. Yeah.
She will not be there, just
no,
so you know.
no, sorry.
Sorry.
But, okay, so that's how you play Coup. Again, it's available for checkout at the library. We hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this episode of Don't Forget to Read the Instructions. If you enjoyed this game, come down to the library. You can check it out from our collection. Or if it's one you'd like to try yourself, you're welcome to purchase it wherever the game is sold. You can also, if you think of a game that you're interested in that the library doesn't have, by all means, let us know. We'll see if we can add it to our collection. Again, thanks for NewCat for helping to sponsor this program, and we'll see you next time on Don't Forget to Read the Instructions.